Introducing The Mind After the Game, hosted by yours truly, Sarah Serrard. In this series, we'll dive into how minds are affected before, during, and of course, after the game of Survivor, featuring interviews with our very own Matt Bischoff, Elizabeth Olsen from David vs. Goliath, Africa's Lex Vanderberg, and many more. Tune in with Reality NSFW on January 3rd, 2022.
Boom, there you heard it. New show coming to the Reality NSFW network. But this is Reality NSFW The Challenge. All-Stars 2, episode
8.
There you go.
And Alex is not lying.
I'm not lying this time.
Okay. This is You Drive Me Crazy. Did we not get Drive Me Crazy by Fine Young Cannibals in this episode? Because I feel like we did not.
We did not.
Okay, so I would say Pete failed, but no, Pete is the motherfucking man. But we'll get there. Previously on the challenge, we have Ayanna with fake screams, much different than the real screams.
We should have known. We should have known when she was the intro, she was going to be the one with the drama and the needless drama. But it's also like old school challenge type drama to a sense, and I'm here for it a little bit.
This was my favorite episode of all time. Why? Because we go into the house and Pete, the motherfucking man, I had one request going into the season. This is one of my grails. I have about 2,000 vinyl records, and this one was one of the hardest for me to find. It's a De La Soul Art Official Intelligence Mosaic Thump featuring the hit Ooh with Redman. There was also a remix with Old Dirty Bastard, which I do not have on vinyl. That would be it.
Great song. It also seems like in that time, it's a banger if Redman's on it.
Oh yeah. Redman was so hot, but yes, here we go. One of my grails. So as I said, I hit up Pete before the season. I'm just like, do you take requests? And we do an open mic thing on Sundays here in Danville, Virginia, where I live. And whenever an artist says any requests, my friend from Britain always replies, "Yes, stop, please." Never appreciated by the artist, always appreciated by me. Always. So, Pete, you came through. And Pete was actually trying to work in Ooh last season. Wasn't the perfect spot. Waited for the perfect spot. This was it. Pete, I know you're watching. I know you're listening. I have a request for season 3. Anything off of Songs for the Deaf, Queens of the Stone Age. Anything.
You know what? With all the vinyl records in history that you have, Johnny, I think Pete should just come to your place for a weekend, go through all your vinyls and be like, this song, this song, this song, this song, this song. Cool. Gone, done, and he has it.
Pete's invited. So,
I mean, he loves the podcast, obviously, because he follows us on Twitter.
He does follow us.
And you could have him over for pinball. Johnny, you could have him over for pinball. I mean,
Yeah, I do have right behind me. I have the Stern Avengers Infinity Quest that I've been playing. Yesterday, we were about to go so a new barcade opened in Danville, and the pinball selection is a little weak. They are improving it. I gave suggestions, and I'm just like, look, I can pay your power bill. Just put in the pinball that I want. And so allegedly, Star Wars and Godzilla are en route. We shall see. But so before we left to go to the barcade, I'm just like, do you want to come by my house and play pinball that we actually enjoy? And we did, and I got a high score, 238 million or something insane.
Damn.
I had 9 balls going at once. I felt like there's so many.
You're really juggling all those balls, man.
There's so many people I can point out.
And they didn't even need Bluetooth for it.
They did not need Bluetooth.
Promo code Survivor.
Yes, so promo code Survivor. But yeah, Pete, you're the motherfucking man. Thank you. You kept going on this episode. You were not in and out. You're not a one-hit wonder. You did not Milli Vanilli this. So yes, Pete, you fucking killed it. So Next, we hear from Tech Money. Like a heathen on Sunday, we've been saved.
Tech, amazing confessionals. Every time.
He might be one of the greatest confessional people in the history of reality television ever.
He's at the top. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, every time Tech's on the screen, he lights up, and no matter what he says is funny, even if it doesn't actually work in the confessional.
It doesn't matter.
It's also just like, let's say he was scripted, because I don't believe he is. Even if he was, he's able to have a delivery that makes it not sound like it's just, here's your script, read it.
Yeah, no.
He's just like, no.
So good. He's not recycling lines. He's not like that hack Jonny Fairplay that said the same fucking thing twice because the editors didn't figure out that, hey, use that here or there. It still bothers me. I cannot. A Pearl Islands rewatch is difficult. Just for the second time, I do the Fat Women and Wicked Furniture line.
Well, I'm currently doing it, so I'm going to keep my eye out for it, or my ears out, I guess.
Yeah, the first one's great, and then because I did it, and I'm just like, hey, if it doesn't work here, use it there, because I thought it was a great line, and they used it, but and I'm like, oh no. So yes, I do not recycle jokes. Motherfuckers. So yeah, Tech Money does not recycle jokes. I think Tech Money is better than me at confessionals, and I don't give that accolade to many people.
You know what, that is high praise.
Yeah.
I also love his I think like later on he talks about like how he's playing 2 challenges right now, and it's Challenge All Stars and the challenge of keeping Ayanna calm.
Yep, he's right. So next it's time for the King's Palace to have a celebration. Jonny, you can leave the room.
I mean, he was very direct about it too. It was nothing like she popped
it was
in,
very
like,
playful.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it did not come across as playful because
well, you know what? It's the streets. Okay, this ain't the challenge house anymore. This isn't some mansion. It's the streets. Streets
is watching. Nos, I got it.
But Johnny's facial expression was perfect, and then I mean, she got what she wanted out. They gave him the fingers, left, and was like, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, if you're going to target some people and your shit doesn't work out, you don't get to be there for the fucking celebration,
right? Like what was Janelle on? Like, I'm sorry, I very much dislike Janelle.
Yeah, Janelle.
Like, what was she on about? Like, oh, I thought we were all allowed to celebrate. Like, why would you be celebrating? You just want to sit there with your she has that stereotypical standing bitch face.
Yeah, I was about to say bitter beer face, but standing bitch is also applicable.
It's just like she's like, they have the audacity to celebrate.
Yeah,
like they're clearly making the lines. I'm like, you already said that the lines were drawn.
Yeah.
And also, when have we ever seen her hang out with that group of people ever? She sticks with the same group, and it's clearly not something she wants to be associated with.
Yeah, like her reasoning of like at the vote, she's like, well, I finally have a partner in an alliance, so I have to vote you guys in. I'm like, you're doing so much for someone who gets so little screen time.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, I feel like we're purposely getting this not very kind edit of Janelle, right?
I think so too. Like I think she's going to be the reason why Darrell doesn't win.
Yeah. So you have to give a reason for Darrell not to win, because otherwise Darrell would win.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, fast forward to what we saw for next week. She has some back issues, so I'm a little concerned about that.
No.
So does Darrell for carrying her all season.
Oh no, such a shame. You know what? I really hope she removes herself from the game for her own physical health.
I do too. So
doesn't have Tech in a final.
I am down for Tech Money. I'm down for a Tech Money win.
Tech Ayanna in a final.
Oh my God. Is this the greatest season of the challenge ever made?
Honestly, I remember we were going into the season, like we were sort of not as high on this as we were on the first season going in, just because
especially with the possibility of some of the season 3 people. It was just like, oh, can we fast forward?
But like, honestly, this was the cast and season that we all needed as challenge fans to really bring the challenge back to be the challenge.
Yeah, and I don't feel like there's the roar for season 2 as it was for season 1.
I feel like that's always the case though with news shows now. It's like season 1, it's like just like this big uproar, but Double H's at the time when they were putting out wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't what Spies, Lies, and Allies was, where it just was like, oh my god, this is getting insufferable. Even with the skulls and all the twists, it was just like still entertaining. You had CT who was actually getting screen time that season, and
you had Broken Cigarette Devin.
Broken Cigarette Devin, which I just saw that clip again this morning. Still great.
Broken Unlit Cigarette Devin.
It just that will never get old to me. But I feel like you have so many people clamoring for All Stars because everyone has said on social media, All Stars all the way, screw the regular challenge.
Yeah,
right. It's getting awards. Like it's also like it's consistently getting recognized as one of the better platform or like streaming platform shows of 2021.
Okay.
Like it's like always. I always see Mark Long like posting like whenever obviously positive news comes from it, but you rarely see negative news or coverage of the show.
I feel like it's battling the holidays.
Oh yeah,
that could be true. Yeah,
but like think now, like they have season 3 already made. They'll probably put it out sometime in the spring.
Yeah,
okay. It'll be good.
And it'll be out before a new regular season of the challenge happens, so that'll also be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So next, Tech Money. Let's Ayanna talk. That's Ayanna needs to talk.
Yeah. Cue to later in this episode.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and don't say anything. Let me do all the talking.
I'm letting you talk now. You can't talk later. If you sneeze, you can't say achoo. If you fart, you can't say excuse me.
But then again, she still got what she wanted in. And that might be one of my favorite moments of all time.
This is my favorite episode in the history of the challenge.
It's like her part of the show is like the most like real world. Like style shut, like just this crazy thing to be upset about and argue about. It was fantastic.
Yes, no, it was real world, like seasons 1 through 5,
right?
So, like or sorry, 2 through 5. Let's not give one too much credit. I mean,
listen, it is mind blowing to me because I never know what she's gonna say. You think you saw everything, but oh boy, you most certainly did not.
You have no idea. Like, I mean, she is the spectrum of any possibility of answers. It's just fucking just like it's like Dungeons and Dragons, like 20-sided die, and you just shake and it's just like, oh, it's option number 86. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Yes,
a true character.
Please put Ayanna on every season. Just I'm here for it. Is she on season 3?
I don't recall everyone on the cast. I more so remember some of the names of like the bigger names of people that are being brought in for the season 3 for their first times.
Okay.
Which I'm excited about.
Yeah. So next we have MJ. MJ was invited on the podcast today. Did not see the message as of now, so I cannot fault MJ for not joining us. However,
but it's not our fault.
I have
he
reached
didn't leave
out.
You on red. He didn't leave you on red.
It only took me 8 episodes for me to find him on Instagram.
Yeah, and I have the proof of the DM. I saw the message.
Yes,
we got the screenshot. It's real.
I did screenshot the DM. So, but we learned that MJ hasn't jumped alliances. I'm sorry, MJ. Who asked you to switch? just throwing it out there. I mean,
maybe it was a secret conversation we didn't see between him.
I don't think it was.
MJ's just a man of his word. He's just a good old Southern boy.
Yeah, man that stuck to his alliance because he wasn't offered another one.
From the state of New Orleans.
Genius. So,
but but you know what? He did have a good thing here. He says John A is a great physical and political player.
Yes.
So he has some brains.
He's smart enough.
He is smart enough to have her as a partner. I will give him that. Like,
he's smart enough to have John A as a partner, and he's smart enough to not play his game, but play their game, which is essentially John A's game.
Yeah, and like you do see, like later on with the decision making, I feel like he is someone though who's like a little too loyal to people. It seems like, at least in this style of like.
Oh, I will later in this episode hate MJ.
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
It's a love-hate relationship. We love
So you really just want him to be able to get on here to virtually choke slam you.
Yes. No, I got no real life. Well, I don't know. As I said, if we have him on and he's just like, yeah, I choke slam you because I'm a piece of shit, then yes, I don't like the guy. But if he's on just like fair play, do you not remember that night? You were an asshole. I'll be like, okay, I get it. So no, but I, as a, we're watching a television show. I'm still allowed in 2021 to like a character or to dislike a character. So, because I do it in other shows, and reality television is no different.
Like, the only thing I'll commend him is he is a good competitor. I think him and John A are a very strong duo. But like, obviously we weren't getting shine on them because it was the Brad and Jody show for like 3 weeks.
And he, like, if we're looking for aspirations of a dad bod, like that's, because I run all the time and, I do, little free weight stuff, but, I'm not like in the gym or anything.
Right.
I just think that's obnoxious. That's just me. And, I see MJ and I'm just like, he's not really fit, but I'm just like, I bet people think he's fit. So if they think he's fit, then that's my goal.
He's healthy.
Yeah.
But like, also he's just like so large, like, it's like so tall that like that weight like distributes better.
Yeah. And it would take extra work to really fine tune that. And who has time for that?
Yeah. He's serviceable. Like,
he's very serviceable.
He's like one of those cars, like, it's not a sports car, but it'll get you where you need to go, like, guaranteed.
He's like a good SUV.
Yeah. Reliable.
Yes. So, probably a foreign SUV. Not this American bullshit. He's a RAV4.
Okay.
There you go. Congrats, MJ. You're a fucking RAV4.
You're making your way up there.
Compared to a vehicle, so good for you, my friend.
I'm sure we'll get him on now.
Oh, absolutely.
So then we can actually hear the vehicle he compares himself to.
To a RAV4. So we do learn that Johnny thinks she can beat Jodie.
I love the confidence she has, and also the fact that she has like a partner now that will actually like respect her. And they do the flashback to the bullshit dude Zach, who like really mistreated her on the season.
Yeah. So
real piece of shit.
Yeah, Johnny very likable until later in this episode, and I hated her for a little bit. It's okay.
But I think you'll like quickly like next episode something will happen. Be like, I like Johnny again.
I love her. I can't help it. All right.
Yeah, but like going back to the confidence real quick, I appreciate that she did say that, because if you look at what she did in the previous season, she did amazing in the final, and then she's coming back in even better shape than she was the first season. And I actually think she 100% will be able to hold her own no matter what in a final.
Yeah. I don't think they're that overly. I don't think the finals are that overly crazy.
No, it's a lot of checkpoints, running, biking last time. I think the only part that she had an issue with was the biking part.
Yeah. So, and it's like riding a bike. I'll be here all week, folks. All right, it's time for our daily dive and conquer. Alex, what was this about?
Yeah, so you and your partner, while holding onto a rope, because they, I guess, they didn't have the budget. It was an Australian Survivor budget this time, Johnny.
Yes.
They didn't have the rope to link them up. You had to hold the rope.
That was so low budget.
I think it must have been just because they knew that they were jumping into the sanote.
Oh.
The cenote's back.
Yes.
But there should have been a penalty if you let go of the rope. You should have had
I think the way it looked like, for the most part, they were all pretty good at holding on to it, and if they let go, the other person stopped. So I think that there wasn't that issue there. But yeah, so you would run a half mile and then jump into the cenote, and then you have to swim through it to find the answer key to a puzzle that has a bunch of bowls on it with different colors. And then you have to memorize it, swim back, run back another half a mile to solve the puzzle, and whoever does it quickest wins. Whoever does it slowest loses. There's no life shields this round because Kohutta and Casey had to go due to pregnancy.
Yeah, but I don't feel like this was fair.
Yeah.
because Nehemiah had no idea how far the puzzle pieces were. Could they have been, I don't know, half a mile each way?
Also, the fact that the puzzle pieces were there.
Yeah, but because we have no idea how far these are.
I heard that. I was like, I sort of brushed past it first, and then like during the challenge, because I wasn't taking as many notes during the actual challenge, I was just like, wait, what? Wait, what?
I feel like TJ plainly explained that they were half a mile away.
Well, I mean, he must have just taken a moment. He must have taken a moment to blink, so like maybe he just didn't realize.
You know what may have happened was he was in it, like he was trying to get his inner Zen, get his inner warrior ready for the competition, and just did not hear it.
Yes,
he pulled a Kyle.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah.
I did. I just chose to not listen to the rules. It's okay.
Yes. Hey, it works for. Oh, it does not work for Kyle.
Well, it didn't work. It didn't work for Nehemiah today either.
No, it's not. So we begin the daily, and Jasmine is nervous, and because the sanote is scary. And but that's okay. LT is there for Mama Jazz, and LT's heart is breaking, but he still wants to nudge her.
I wrote that quote down. I was just like, LT continuing to provide quote, like, I'm here. I know she has a lot of heart. She's scared. Sort of want to nudge her.
Yeah. I would have been all for LT just grabbing her by the life vest.
Like part of me, just for the joke of it, would have loved to see him throwing her into the cenote, and you just have Ludacris, move, bitch, get out the way, and just have that on.
Yes. I have a horrible Ludacris story. I went. So I had a friend of mine, Smart Bart Sawyer. He was working as a bouncer at a strip club in Portland, Oregon, called Tommy's. He was working at the Acropolis, which was a good strip club. Has $3 stakes because the owner of the strip club also owns a cattle ranch. Mm-hmm. So $3 stake there, it's amazing. And but he got fired from there, and so then he started working at Tommy's 2, which is not a nice strip club. Like we walked in to go visit him. It was me and Thunder D, the guy that did the Grandma Lie with me, and like there's people like passed out like on the rack, and like the girls had like bruises and track marks, and I was like, oh my God. And so we sit the far back corner, like we're not on the rack. We're not trying to conversate. Like we're just here to see our buddy Smart Bart Sawyer. And they played Ludacris, Moo Bitch. And me and my buddy were, just because it was a Ludacris song, we were throw them bows. Yeah. Like even though that wasn't the song, didn't matter. We were throwing bows. Well, this dancer on the other side of the bar beelines over. It's like, you guys are assholes. She had half an arm. Did not catch that. Was not making fun. No clue. And we explained. She understood. Everything was cool. Asked us if we wanted to dance. We politely declined. But yeah, you gotta watch your Ludacris shout outs.
Gotta watch them out. I'm sorry if I offended anyone by an iconic Ludacris song. But if you want more stories like this from Jonny, become a patron at Ad-Free NSFW and listen to the Q&A that him and Matt Bischoff do. It's great.
Yeah, there are stories very similar to those, but
also very different.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of new patrons, so I think you guys are heeding my warning, checking it out, and based on the feedback, are loving it. Yeah, I say a lot of shit I shouldn't say. So become a patron now. Go to adfreeNSFW.com. You gotta become a patron. Try it for a month. I think you'll love it. If you don't, let me know. I'll shoot your money back. No one is being held hostage. Everyone loves it. I know I do. So yeah, check it out. We got the link there. If you're watching, the link is on the screen, or you can type that adfreeNSFW.com. So yeah.
And you haven't had to send anyone their money back. So I mean, obviously it's good.
Not. Yeah. I kicked out the one I kicked out
You've kicked out 2 people.
I've kicked out 2 people.
Yes.
One
for a very
guy.
good reason.
Yeah, one guy. One for a
One
very
we
good
don't
reason.
speak of. The other
Yeah,
one was just an asshole.
Yeah, he was arrested for a very bad thing, and it was like, you gotta go. And then the other guy, he asked me a question that involved me reading like a 20-page, like, so the weekly Q&A is usually like, what's your favorite holiday? What's what's
your favorite thing to touch?
Yes, just crazy, just
the worst thing you've ever smelled. Like that was.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I have an answer. So, but it's there's no homework involved, and this guy asked 3 weeks in a row for me to read this 20-page fucking column about Survivor and my my thoughts on it, and I'm just like,
no.
My thought is I don't want to read a 20-page story about anything. Like, number one, whoever wrote this fucking story, I'm pretty positive I know more about Survivor than them. So even if it's another fucking Survivor. So yeah, it was so the guy asked her, he goes, I guess you'll just answer everyone else's question but mine. I go, yes, and you can go now. And here's your money. Please don't return.
Yeah. Peace and blessings.
But yes. So getting back into this, so everyone goes back in. They're trying to figure out how to memorize this shit. Everyone's starting to come back. And for LT and Jasmine, like, walk past Tech and Ayanna. And the only thing LT does is like a quick turn of the head. Like, he's not like just staring at puzzles. And Ayanna just fucking calls him out, like, you don't be cheating on me.
Yeah.
And Tech's like, girl, shut the fuck up. He's on our team.
Yeah, like if he wins, we win. All it takes is one person from the King's Palace to win, and we're safe.
Right, because as MJ and TJ pointed out, with no life shield, it's literally a 3-3 split. Whoever wins controls which side goes in.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I think Ayanna just picks the people that she wants to snap on for the time being for absolutely no reason, because most of the time no one does anything. But in her mind, she's like, let's do it. I'm going to snap on LT for no apparent reason and just yell at him, and Tech's just sitting there like, what just happened? Like, can this be real life?
She is so lucky it was not a pole wrestle LT that she called out.
I am all for an LT versus Ayanna pole wrestle.
Honestly, that might be low-key, that may low-key slap as like an intergender elimination.
I'm for it. And
bring back intergender.
And there is no favorite in that.
No,
I just want to see them beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, they would. So we do have Pete. You fucking killed it. This is one of my favorite horrible songs of all time. We have the Pointer Sisters Neutron Dance, which is the perfect 80s montage song. I believe it was featured in a Beverly Hills Cop, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am mistaken. Do not tell me. I don't care.
No, it was the
second movie. In the comments. We want to see it.
Yes. So, but I love the Pointer Sisters Neutron Dance. It was just one of those iconic, just shitty fucking songs that you just was Beverly Hills Cop. There we go. See? Boom.
Yeah.
I got one right.
That's like the one win you've gotten in a very long time.
I was due. I was fucking due. So, but yes, Pete, thank you. My soul was dancing as I heard the Neutron Dance. So next, Mama Jazz hurts her ankle, and I'm like, oh no, this could be bad. So next we learn Ayanna uses word association to memorize colors for puzzles. I too use this.
It's smart.
Yeah, I feel like that's a smarter, better way to remember. Stephen Fishback, I believe, does that in Token Chins.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, because he wins that challenge. Everyone else is trying like multiple times. He stays, does it one time because he creates a mnemonic device, goes in, finishes all the way through. And I think they end up. I think on the show he explains his whole process and how he wins it.
Yeah,
really cool. It's a solid strategy if you're able to like be quick on your feet to figure out, okay, this means this, this means this, this means this, move.
Yeah. Yep. So way to go, Ayanna.
I mean, it helped them get fifth.
Yes.
Yeah, as long as you're not last, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you ain't first.
So next we see Janelle cheating, and Darrell is smart, and he says, "Don't be cheating. They might be wrong."
and he's also like, I've been spending all this time. I know where my spots are, and you're trying to move my spots.
Yeah, my shit's right. The person beside you might be stupid or crazy.
Yeah.
Don't look at their shit.
And look at this. Janelle's annoyed at Darrell.
Yes.
I memorized so much of that. Darrell's like, I know. Why are you looking at someone's?
Great.
And then we missed Ayanna there to call out the cheating. Because
Yes. Why wasn't Ayanna calling out other people for cheating? But
I know. It's like they're looking at Ayanna should have been like, why are you looking at someone else's puzzle?
Well, they were probably a half a mile away, still trying to figure out how much farther the puzzle pieces were.
Well, if they were half a mile away, they were there, Alex. I assure you.
But we don't know.
There.
We don't know.
We do know.
Well,
we might be unsure. It's still up for debate.
Well, this is like the first challenge where we're seeing Brad and Jodie actually like somewhat struggle because they didn't realize the heads aren't all the same color.
Yes. Yeah. I think it was the horns.
Yeah,
I think she
I meant like the horns aren't the same as the rest
Yeah.
of the head.
Yeah. I think she was throwing. I think she just. So
I get it. I get it. Also, if you've already done like multiple laps, you're already starting to get tired, and then you just find this like
you just realize this. You're like, fuck me.
Yeah, you're just
like this changes everything.
Yeah, like I felt for Jodie in there. Yep. I was just like, I would have just been like, just drown me in this sanote right now. Yep. I ain't coming back up.
Yeah, everything that I've put into this puzzle is wrong.
Brad, shave your beard and you put that as a puzzle piece right now. I don't know.
Yes. So next we have Tech and Ayanna fighting, and this is the fucking best. Tech and Ayanna are like a married couple. They got married right out of high school. Were together for 50 years. Should have split 25 years ago and didn't. And we have TJ giving us a Jim Halpert moment.
I loved it.
Fucking priceless.
So like they kept showing TJ throughout it. I'm like, why are they just keep showing TJ just looking at them? And they just like paid off with that moment. I'm like, okay,
yes,
this is great.
We got a Jim Halpert. And I've never been more for a Jim Halpert moment outside the office more than TJ right here.
This also could have been TJ's favorite episode of the season.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to be.
Well, like we missed. I forgot to mention when we were talking about the game, what the challenge was. Everyone does want to run TJ's finals. This is a good little teaser of what's to come in the final. So he loves anything that involves TJ's final.
Yes, anytime he can say his name, he's there.
Well, he didn't say his name. He said my final.
Oh, there you go. Wow, look at him. A little altruistic. I think that's where you use the word, or how. I'm not sure.
Let's just say we did. Don't check.
Don't fucking tell me.
I love this.
Second guess yourself either.
Why did I open it up to debate? What was I fucking thinking?
You know what? It's because we love this bit.
Do we love this bit? I
do.
I think two of the three of us love this bit.
Yeah. You know what? The viewers love it.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
The viewers.
You guys are assholes. I'm talking the collective asshole.
Never been prouder.
Yes. All right. So MJ and Jonny win.
Good for them. You know what? I always trust Jonny to be good on a puzzle challenge. And you know what? MJ was able to listen to her. She said the strategy. He was like, cool, we'll do that. Boom, 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 done.
Yeah. And they're a pretty fit team. I mean, you know, we've seen the dominance of Brad and Jodie, but MJ and Jonny haven't been too far behind on a lot of these.
Right.
Where all things are equal. I mean, you know, there's some things where it's, you know, some people have an advantage here. Some people had, you know, with all things considered equal, they're right there.
All things considered equal, there are, like, of these 6 teams, there are 4 teams that have a good shot at winning this final. That's just how competitive this group is.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Andrea S says, poor Jonny, I am fearing an MJ win. I feel like they've gotten so little airtime that there's. I don't feel like we're going to start the MJ Jonny story.
But how much airtime did Yes get at the beginning?
That is fair.
Yeah, but I don't think Yes gave them a lot.
Or you know what?
I feel like Yes kept his nose clean and his head down, whereas I feel like there's plenty of MJ they could have put in if he wins.
Well, maybe we could counteract that by saying, and this is just me allowing myself to speculate.
Sure.
They may have not shown MJ, but they at least given confessionals almost every episode. They have given John A stuff every episode, even on stuff where she has nothing going on in the episode. They still get her perspective on what's going on. So there's a chance here, but
there's
like
a chance, but
I think they've done a good job though overall of giving most of these teams airtime. Like I would say the team that you should like put a check mark on as not winning just because of lack of edit is Darrell and Janelle.
Yeah.
Outside that, and obviously LT and Jasmine because they go, but.
And you would think too that Darrell and Janelle would be a really strong team, but I would even rank them probably 4 at best, to be completely honest, because I would put Brad and Jodie, Nehemiah and Melinda, and then Jonny and MJ like right on the same level as Nehemiah and Melinda. I think they're both pretty good at some stuff, but obviously Brad and Jodie would be in my opinion, with what we've seen thus far, the team going into the final has the most potential to win. But then again, there's still, as we know, another elimination before going into that final round.
I think your ranking's correct. I think that's the 4 in order that I have them. So, yeah. But of course, I'm rooting
for Nehemiah and Melinda. Yeah. or a good positive tech win.
Oh, Tech Ayanna. I mean,
that would be the like. It's not shade to them as competitors, but it would just be the funniest win because of the confessionals we would get along the way.
Oh yeah. So and oh my God, just imagine the celebration of Tech.
Tech's going
the celebration of Ayanna though. You don't know what she would say.
Oh well, I think both of them would say motherfucker at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, just go back to Ayanna's first elimination win. She said we weren't ready for that, and so those two together, they just need to do a duo confessional if they win, and just let them speak their mind.
I wasn't ready for what she said this episode.
Oh, well, we're gonna get there. So last place, unfortunately, is LT and Jasmine, and so they are automatically in the arena. You know what that means. Time for a commercial.
Okay.
Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck.
Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for people, not patients. Lucy has created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine that comes in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. Lucy also has a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine in cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually tastes great, and it's convenient and discreet. Products can be enjoyed anywhere, on flights, at work, on the go, or even in the gym.
I am so happy that Lucy is sponsoring us. Ever since they came on board, I have gotten no less than 5 of my friends transitioned over to Lucy and put their cigarettes down. They like the gum. I'm used to seeing the packages all around. This stuff is great, and it's really helping people make much healthier choices. So get on board and join the Lucy movement.
Hey, it's 2021. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. This is the real deal. A subscription to Lucy comes directly to your door each month. It's so simple that you don't even have to leave your house because Lucy has delivery down.
Reality NSFW listeners, go to lucy.co and use promo code SURVIVOR to get 20% off all products, including gum or lozenges. That's lucy.co and use promo code SURVIVOR at checkout. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. That's lucy.co, and be sure to use that promo code Survivor.
This episode of Reality NSFW is sponsored by Blue Chew. Say it with us, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence to the bedroom by offering chewable tablets that can help men get stronger and longer lasting erections. That's right, we're giving away super hard dicks.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of ED.
Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor offices, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And the best part, it's all done online.
Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problem here. Blue Chew's sildenafil and tadalafil tablets are chewable. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy.
Hey, if you're looking to give that immunity idol to someone, or you don't want to be voted out of a crater, don't worry, Blue Chew's got you covered. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information.
And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code SURVIVOR at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's Blue Chew, BlueChew.com, promo code SURVIVOR to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
We're all trying to eat better, but healthy breakfast doesn't have to be boring. Magic Spoon has the amazing flavors you love, but without all the bad stuff. And it's amazing as a midnight snack right before bed.
0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. That's only 140 calories per serving.
It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb. And build your own box. Available flavors to build your very own custom bundle are cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, cinnamon, cookies and cream, and my favorite, maple waffle. Now, Magic Spoon recently brought back their 2 super popular flavors, cookies and cream and maple waffle. Thank goodness, but they're back permanently. And when these flavors were first introduced for a limited time, they sold out extremely quickly. Now, I'm here to let you know you can get them again or try them for the first time. Why? Because they're delicious and indulgent.
Johnny, Magic Spoon has so many great flavors that I really enjoy, and even my kids enjoy them. We have the cocoa, fruity frosted, peanut butter. All these are really great combinations. They enjoy waking up in the morning and getting some Magic Spoon right off to start their day great before they head off to school. I think everybody listening should give Magic Spoon a try, or if you've tried them already, it's time to reorder. Let's get you some more Magic Spoon and get your day started right.
Hey, when I finish a podcast late at night, the first thing I'm thinking is not sleep. It's let me grab a delicious bowl of Magic Spoon before I go to bed.
So go to magicspoon.com/survivor to grab a custom bundle of cereal and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code SURVIVOR at checkout to save $5 off your order. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/survivor and use the code SURVIVOR to save $5 off. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank you, Magic Spoon. I'll be eating a Blue Chew tonight.
After your Magic Spoon?
Well, I want to be healthy.
Of course.
There we go. All right, so we go back into the house and we get Feels Good by Tony. They've done it again. I'm a Tony fan.
I don't know much of their stuff, but I like the song.
Yeah. So no, that was a good. That was a banger back in the day. Way to go. And then we see Jasmine questioning herself: is she really an all-star? And I'm like, at this point, I go, I don't think so, just based on what we've seen this season. But fast forward 8 minutes, and fuck yes, you're an all-star.
Yeah, like, is she an all-star for her her ability as a competitor? No. As like a character on TV, I think so, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. And also she can deliver as well in confessionals too. And as we've seen before on many shows, it's not about what you're able to do physically and everything. If you're a fun character and you're someone that people want to see on television, they're going to have you on the show.
I mean, like, give me Jasmine going on the main show to be the narrator of a season rather than Anissa, like, any day of the week.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I felt she hasn't done a lot this season. Like,
no,
I could give or take Jasmine at this moment of the season.
Right.
Once again, fast forward 8 minutes, I'm just like, oh, thank God Jasmine was there, because we got a moment.
and that's what she used to do on the older challenge seasons, and that's exactly why she was casted back then.
Yeah. And so like, you know, not if everyone gets one moment like that, that's why they're there.
Yeah.
And Jasmine delivered. so yes, Jasmine, you were right to question yourself, and you were also correct to prove it 8 minutes later. So now it's time for the deliberation, and MJ says, "Fuck it, let's put their names up there." Like, you know, the strongest people in this house, or strongest competition in MJ and John A's mind, are Darrell and Janelle and Jodie and Brad. Let's have them knock each, you know, let's get rid of one of them. That's and then he is like, I'm just kidding. And then I'm like, okay, now I hate both of you.
But like, you at least see John A like in the confessional going like end of the day, this is a partnership, so I'm gonna do this. But like, she at least has, like, in her confessional, the concern of, I don't think what we just did is the smart move to win. Yes. But I sort of feel pigeonholed to do it. Whereas MJ's like, this could cost me $500,000, but I'm a man of my word, and I, you know, blah blah blah.
And I think it is going to cost him $500,000. And I think that's why they showed that clip.
And it's possible. It's very possible.
But I do like the mindset of this. Think about this real quick, where they don't know if the final is going to be the next round. So them considering that was actually good strategy, because then you might need people on your side to potentially save you the next round if they do win the daily challenge.
I mean, ultimately, yes, but like, it would have been like, I would have thought this was the last elimination, that they would have done the similar format that they did for season one, where we
mapped it out last week. It was just like, this is the last elimination. Next week we get part 1 of TJ's final, and then the following week we get part 2.
Yeah, we get the Yesella and Derek boot episode, and then that. But, you know, ultimately, we heard it from MJ at like the 3rd episode or whatever, the 4th episode. Who knows at this point? Time's an abstract concept. But he wanted to throw their big asses in, referring to LT and Nehemiah. So he finally had his opportunity. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what he meant when he was walking to the Deliberation. Like, I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah.
But throwing in Nehemiah and Melinda is also a good idea. Yeah, so, like, that's my thing. They're like, we want to throw in a really strong team. They are a strong team, so it's not a bad choice.
I feel like
that choice.
I feel like Brad and Jodie are 1A, and Nehemiah and Melinda are 1B.
I would agree with that, because you see it in the challenges. More of the challenges is like Brad and Jodie win, Nehemiah and Melinda get like 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah. So if Nehemiah and Melinda go in and knock out someone, like, you still have all this great competition ahead of you. Whereas Darrell and Janelle and Brad and Jodie on paper are better.
Yeah.
Right. And they would have had to select both of them to be put up. They couldn't have done Nehemiah and Melinda with Brad and Jodie. That wouldn't have worked. So they really at that point, you're essentially showing your cards with everything. And the fact that they did consider there might be another elimination in the next round before going into the final, I think still is a good move for them.
Yeah. And they were correct in that it was not the last elimination, but they were incorrect in the fact that they just gave a free pass to Nehemiah and Melinda into the final.
Yeah, that's not the best.
Love that. Ultimately, I love them now because they gave our rooting duo a chance to go to the final.
Yeah.
But we see these noms and Tech strutting down in his robe, sees up, like, fuck it, I need 2 drinks now. Walks back out with a robe.
And he walks in with his robe to Baby I'm Ready by Levert. So, thank you. I did not know I needed some Guy Levert in my life, but I got it. Thanks, Pete.
Yeah.
So next we see it's time. It is.
Are we sure?
Time.
We finally made it?
Yes. Ayanna's cleaning because these privileged folks can't throw away their beer bottles, can't throw away their trash, and can't throw away their fucking Greek salads.
I never thought we were going to get a salad gate, but then we just ended up with it somehow, some way.
It is great. And Jasmine is not here for it. It's a Greek motherfucking salad. And so she decides to confront Ayanna, and Ayanna confronts back by not confronting, but confronting. And Jasmine says, "You're not my mama. Your name is not Rhonda Bernard."
I love that one. That's such a good comeback.
I'm done. Dead. D-E-D, dead. Your name is not Rhonda Bernard.
And you can just see, like, everyone is just growingly frustrated with Ayanna to the point where, like, Tech, who is her partner, is like, I am beyond frustrated with her. If you ruin my chances to win $500K over a Greek salad, then fuck you.
It was like, I mean, I just felt like the whole season was just building towards this moment. Honestly, I could not watch the rest of the season and feel content and just say, I don't care what happens. This was the best season of All Stars we'll ever see. And it culminated right here.
It's one of my favorite arguments of all time. It's just pure comedic gold.
Yeah. Oh my God. But Jasmine just questioning why she's here. And it's just like, girl, you're here for this. This is why you're here, to let us know that Ayanna's name is not Rhonda Bernard. I once again, I'm done. I'm done. This is you win. It was just roll credits.
The main show. Watch this clip. This is what drama is.
Yes. So anyway, fast forward, it's time for the selection. And this is where Tech Money says Ayanna's not allowed. If she sneezes, she can't say achoo. If she farts, she can't say excuse me. And so she don't talk. She don't say a word. And as a result, Nehemiah and Melinda are voted in. But
wait,
Ayanna.
Before that, I just want to reference from last week because we were questioning the Brad and Nehemiah dynamic. Brad does throw his vote because he wanted to show that he's a man of his word and would never actively say Nehemiah's name.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yes.
But now to the main event. The main event.
Yes. The main event. Ayanna.
The main course.
The main course. Well,
it's usually
more of an appetizer.
I guess salad's not normally the main course, but in this situation,
the way she was looking at it like it was dessert.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, she was licking those fingers like.
Well, she paid for it. Jodie paid for it. Why are they having to buy food?
Wait,
what the fuck? What the fuck challenge is it? Like,
wait, are they promoting prostitution?
I mean, I don't.
The way she's talking about it.
I know.
It's like Jodie paid for an escort for her.
I feel like they did a fucking Survivor auction and we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, that was so weird when she said like, "Oh, I paid for it." I was like, I thought everything was just like catered.
Yeah, and Ayanna replied, I know you paid for it.
That's why I enjoyed it.
And that's So yes, Ayanna
it was lacking love, so I gave it love.
And the other thing I just loved was you could tell some people were uncomfortable, didn't know what to do, and all they could do was laugh because they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Wow.
I mean, like, at least Ayanna was also like very into it because she was just like, I'm gonna admit it, I want to be honest, but I want to fucking fuck with her.
Yeah, but she was literally staring into Jodie's soul there. Like, just the eye contact. I was like,
because she wanted to replicate the intimacy that she had with the Greek salad.
She
eye
loved
contact.
She loved that Greek salad. I wish we had footage of her eating the green salad.
I wish we had footage of the salad to see how good it was.
Because apparently it's the greatest fucking Greek salad. I want a Greek salad right now. Didn't even use a fork. That's right.
Just went fingers in, took handfuls, licked each one clean.
I mean, the dressing maybe got stuck in her fingers a little bit. We just don't know. We didn't get to see it.
Oh, you need to have sticky fingers.
And as all this happens, this is scored by Pete with "I Want to Be Bad" by Willa Ford, possibly the least talented performer Pete has chosen, but yet a perfect fit. Do you guys remember Willa Ford?
No,
she sucked. So it was the epitome of what's that the thing they that T-Pain uses on his
like the autotune.
Yeah, it was like the worst autotune ever.
Okay,
no talent.
Like part of me was
negative talent.
Like part of me was thinking when we're like the way she was describing it that they're gonna play like some Marvin Gaye in there and just like let's get it on.
Yes. So, Sam's got some dirt. Did you guys hear they want to do a Duel 3?
They say they want to do everything.
Oh yeah, Rivals 2 was supposed to be Duel 3 until 2 weeks before filming started, but MTV wanted another Rivals. Okay, well maybe we're getting a Duel 3.
I mean, I'm good with anything that's not spy related.
Yes, I am over fucking spies.
I don't need to activate the bomb anymore.
No.
Okay?
Or
we don't need everything blowing up. No,
they're still gonna have gyms. They're still gonna have gyms, Johnny.
Okay.
They're gonna have 4 gyms at this next.
Oh, sweet! Fuck! I mean, please, I hope it's confusing.
Honestly, I just hope they have a pool for people to learn to swim.
Okay, great.
They're living in a YMCA.
Oh, there we go. And hopefully there's a fucking CrossFit trainer to teach them that maybe for TJ's final you need to do fucking CrossFit. But I mean, I don't know. What do I know? All right. So yes, it is now it's now time for the arena.
Yeah, only before Tech says he wishes he could throw Ayanna into elimination.
Yes. Because Tech fucking killed every confessional he had on this episode. So we are aware that a king will still win in the arena tonight because it is LT versus Nehemiah.
No enemy will take out a king.
No,
even though like technically they did, but
they put you in there.
So man, yeah, enemy shmenemy. Nehemiah and Melinda with the Conor McGregor walk-in.
Oh, perfect.
All day. Yes. All day.
Oh no! Like TJ said, they won the walk-in.
Yes, game over.
Right, like LT, you don't need anything from LT because LT's just like zone, like so he's just like ready to charge at you. Jasmine didn't give us anything; she just walked.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm going back to do another Survivor, but I assure you, when I do, expect a fucking Conor McGregor walk-in. Final 3, some shit fucking immunity that's fucking stacked against me. I'm doing a fucking Conor McGregor walk-in.
Instead of coming out with your signature hat like you did for Micronesia, we'll live.
Oh, fuck all that.
No, he wasn't on that season.
I wasn't.
Right. That is
I've only played once. So yes, it's time for the eliminator. What are we playing?
It's like clockwork.
Oh.
So one partner will be trapped in a glass box, which will have sand pouring on you, but on the floor with the sand is pouring on are 6 different combinations of clock gears. You then have to like get the sand off in order to explain what each one looks like to your partner. Only one of them works. Whoever creates the right gear combination and sets, I guess, the flare off wins. And earns the last life shield, which, yes, that means they instantly get to walk into TJ's final.
I love it. I love it. So, and while this is going on, I do not own this on vinyl. I will be making a purchase. We get Knights of Sidonia by Muse, one of the greatest Guitar Hero songs of all time.
Yep. We also get Sandstorm, which is like one of Pete's hit you on the nose with what the challenge is. But I love Sandstorm. Great workout song.
Oh, there you go. So Pete killed this episode. This is I feel like this is Pete's coup de grace. I mean, last week we did get Save the Palace and Outside Source coming in, but no, it's all about ooh and everything else. So yeah. Nehemiah and Melinda win.
It wasn't even close. I mean, there's not much to talk about. It's like they smoked them.
Yeah, LT wasn't listening to Jasmine. Jasmine was trying to treat LT like a child. Slash
LT
an elderly
had sand
person.
in his ears, remember?
Yeah, LT had sand. Well, he had sand in his eyes and the ears, and apparently everywhere else. I feel like there was more sand in LT's pod than Nehemiah's.
It did look like it was just compounding on him,
right? Like Nehemiah's like it is like if you have like a salt grinder on your salad, on your Greek salad, like that.
Oh, don't tell Ayanna that.
So, but yeah, and Nehemiah and Melinda realize they feel the opposite of everyone there.
And the editors let you show that they instantly go to Jonny, MJ, and Janelle, all just like very upset faces.
Oh, it made me so happy.
And like, of course, they don't show Darrell because like Darrell's good with everyone, so he's just like, ultimately, I think he doesn't care.
Nah, I don't think he cares either. So no, I loved it. And then next week we begin with a clip of MJ saying "fuck the palace." Ooh, you're not winning me over here.
That song, "Say the palace, fuck the palace." I'm like, dude, you're just bitter that you can't create good music.
Oh, just imagine his fucking shitty Garth Brooks fucking song he would come up with.
But like that's why he would never have the mindset that LT has, because LT didn't win the challenge, but he fucking won.
He did fucking win.
Yeah, he did. LT, you won the hearts of many.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Literally thousands here. So there you go. And we also learned that Janelle's not blowing out her back for this game. Sorry, that's not what she's here for. She came for the sugar cookies in the sand, just like Trishelle.
And Joel's like, oh, damn, what the fuck?
Damn it.
I wanted a cakewalk.
Now, the question is, do we actually think Janelle's going to go?
I think it's a red herring. I don't think they'll go. Like, honestly, all things point to, like, unless they win, that Tech Ayanna are going to be in there. And unless, like, they could win an elimination because, like, Ayanna's a fucking beast. And Tech won one this season. So
he did.
But it's like when everyone's just such big competitors.
Just to put it out there, it was Hisela who said sugar cookies in the sand, and we've been incorrectly quoting.
But it fits better with Trishelle.
Trishelle wanted cocktails by the pool. I just combined the two. Trishelle wanted to play sugar cookies in the sand while having cocktails by the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. My apologies. We love Hisela. So maybe we'll get Hisela on next week. All right. Yeah. So, hey, episode of the year. Can we give it an award yet? Or
I don't know. But like, it was a very entertaining episode. Sad to see LT go, but hey, we get Nehemiah and Melinda guaranteed for the final, which means we get them most likely for the whole season now. So love it.
There we go.
Well, I can't wait for LT to make a return because he has come full circle for me. Top tier on my list of challenge competitors. He's just that great.
I want LT on every season.
Yeah. LT and Ayanna.
Yeah. Let's please let LT be the new Anissa.
I'm for it. Well, actually, no. Not the new Anissa, because no one is worth that type of disrespect. So
Alex's hatred of Anissa continues.
It has to. The bit needs to survive.
Okay. All right.
It survives every week because for some reason we find a way to bring her name up in the podcast.
Well, I mean, like they have a podcast themselves, but I don't know people who listen to it.
Oh wow, shots fired. All right.
Well, but obviously they have people who listen to it, but it ain't me.
Boom. All right. So with that, Lauren, thank you. Alex, thank you. I'm Jonny Fairplay. Thank you. Oh, you're not supposed to thank yourself. But hey,
Jonny Fairplay, thank you.
Oh, there we go. I love it. Good. Thank you. So don't forget, don't try to become a patron. Just become a patron. Go to adfreeNSFW.com. The best way to support the podcast, of course, check out all of our sponsors. They are awesome. And you guys are awesome. If you're checking us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts, give a 5-star or however many star review you can. Say something awesome. Sponsors love that. If you don't like it, don't listen. And if you're hearing this now, that means you listen to the entire fucking thing. Like, once again, no one held you hostage. So yeah, be a good person and do positive things. And we thank you. But yeah, try to be or once again, don't try. Be a sponsor. AdfreeNSFW.com.
And with that, everyone,